Happy birthday to you. We wish you your tough, most provoking and stimulating talk show, 50-50, is coming up next. We wish you long life, yeah. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. Okay, certainly, may God bless Princess How Good Lady Cool as you celebrate your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. And so, as I said earlier on this morning, power vested in me as director of radio. All broadcast today on this radio is dedicated to you. So just sit back, relax. Today is your personal holiday. I don't want to see your feet in this building. Just relax home. And thankfully, my partner is in town. Let me say, welcome back to Liberia. Black. I was asking for Matthias last night. I said, Matthias, may retire. So when I will retire. I said, Matthias was sitting somewhere. He said, well, where's Matthias? After I came to him, I said, I may retire this time. So he may just come, So, and thankfully, it's good he's retired because I will enjoy it. I'll do everything for him. So today, I know I'll do all for him again. So, Lady Cool, happy birthday, baby. The time is exactly 28 minutes to 11 o'clock. Let's bring it a program 50-50 on this radio. Good morning and a pleasant welcome to a very fascinating edition of the program 50-50 on Sky 107.1. Today is the 25th of January 2021. I know somewhere, somehow, someone is celebrating birthday, and that is what? The Lady Cool, Lady Princess How Go. Want to say good morning to you and happy birthday to you and welcome to 50-50 to all of you joining us this morning. My name is Matthias Larbeindee. This morning, we have a very interesting topic, and I would just like to read it for you quickly. Liberia's President George Weah delivered his fifth State of the Nation address, touching on several sectors of the society. Before his delivery of the SONA is State of the Nation address, it was inferred by political pundits that it would have been a repetition of previous speeches. What do you make of this speech? It's a question to you. The program is for you and it's with you, designed with you in mind, by the way. What do you make of the speech? What's new in it? Did he speak on the quote-unquote bread and butter issues in the country? We are hoping to have in studio Mr. Amos Williams, President of the Federation of Liberian Youth, FLY. But before Mr. William comes in, we're just going to be asking some questions. Ours is not to delve into, attacking the issues personally, but asking the hard questions so that you, the listeners out there, can join the conversation. We're taking a break and we'll come back. We're going to bring you the two papers we have in studio and join you all also on the line. Those of you watching us on Sky Communications Liberia Facebook page, drop your comments. Julius is going to read them out for you. If you're also there on YouTube, Sky FM and TV Liberia, also follow our page there, our YouTube channel, and drop your comments there. We're going to follow up and check what exactly you're saying about Sky Communications Liberia. We'll be right back after this break.
What's up, back homie, LIV man?
T-Brash, that you? Hey, what are you for you, man? I'm surprised because most of you keep quiet when you go to America.
Come on, man. I told you I'll make the difference, girl. By the way, I need to send you some cash, but heard that the banks are closed today in LIV.
You sleeping? That bro going to another level. You can send your script to my phone.
Receive money from your family and friends in the U.S. directly into your Orange Money wallet. Yes, you heard me right. Tell your loved ones to download the BNB or Small World money transfer apps or visit their websites to begin transferring. Visit www.orange.com.lr for more information. Free for sender until 30th November.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Hey guys, I got good news for ya. Who wants y'all to watch African Conversation?
Me.
Okay. Bobo, you take up money to pay for the things I got for my honey. She over there. Amos, send money to my phone fast. Send for a rest of a deal.
Great news for all football lovers. Use Orange Money to cash in or cash out and stand a chance to win cash, devices, or a ticket to the AFCON final. Yes, you heard me right. All this plus many other prizes. Dial *154# to begin transacting. First prize, all expense paid trip to watch the AFCON finals, plus promotional materials. Second prize, luxury 4G smartphone, plus promotional materials. Third prize, $100 cash, plus promotional materials.
I'm gonna interested in the device or cash if you win, yeah.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317 or 0886 553317 or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Welcome back to 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Today is the 25th of January 2021, and it's just day after the president have provided to us, made a report to the legislature as inscribed by the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, Article 58 specifically. But this morning we've designed a topic with you in mind, the listeners, that Liberia's President George Manneh delivered his fifth State of the Nation address, touching on several sectors of the society. Before his delivery of the SONA, it was inferred by political pundits that it would have been a repetition of previous speeches. What do you make of this speech? What's new in it? Did he speak on the quote-unquote bread and butter issues in the country? Well, we are still hoping to have in the studio Mr. Amos Williams, president of the Federation of Liberian Youth Fly, to weigh in on what the president said yesterday. He assured us that he was going to be here, and we believe that he's going to come in the middle of the program. But let's quickly move on to the papers we have here this morning, open the lines and hear from you, our valuable listeners. We have two papers, the Inquirer newspaper, the Inquirer and the Front Page Africa newspapers. Beginning with the Inquirer newspaper of veteran journalist Philip Wisse. Today's edition is volume 31, number 16. And this paper is sold for $40 Liberian. The front page major headline here says, Weah brags of foreign partnership. Weah brags of foreign partnership. This story is written by my good friend and brother Alex Yoma. I would now introduce that on radio shows whenever we review papers. Let's give credit to journalists also who are behind the scenes that just use the pen to bleed their thoughts and critical analysis in the papers. So this story written by Alex Yoma. Rainbow Alliance accuses CDC of intrusion. Rainbow Alliance accuses CDC of intrusion. Sheikh County showed us burial cost of stampede victims. Sheikh County showed us burial cost of stampede victims. Wow, this is a humanitarian act. Does he have a political intention? One would ask that question to say that about 29 persons die in a stampede, and one person is saying everything, every penny that the family is supposed to spend on that burial, I will take the initiative. Congratulations to you, Sheikh County. We'll do some investigation about you to know what exactly is your intention. And this story was written by Bill W. Cooper. Transport discredits RTM operations. Transport discredits RTM operations. And this story was written by Precious D. Freeman. Precious, thanks for this story. The back page of the Inquirer newspaper: guest speaker discourages early marriage. Guest speaker discourages early marriage as Islamic school graduates 55. By Precious D. Freeman again. Thank you, Precious. CSO Group recognizes Representative Bob Harley Sharif. CSO Group recognizes Representative Bob Harley Sharif of Grand Cape Mount County. Recognizes Mr. Sheriff, Representative Sheriff of Grand Cape Mount County. What for? Read a country cartoon also and know what's in it. The editorial of the Inquirer newspaper this morning says, urging the police to act expeditiously. Urging the police to act expeditiously. On what? Get yourself a copy of the Inquirer newspaper this morning for just $40 Liberian, and you know exactly what is contained therein. Let's move on to the Front Page Africa newspaper, the only paper we have with us right now in the studio. Another paper, by the way, we have two papers, so this is the last one. This paper is sold for $40 Liberian, and today's edition is volume 16, number 17. Well, coincidentally, the volumes are this. No, the volumes are not the same. This volume volume 31. The Inquirer is volume 31. No problem. Right. So let's move on. Front Page Africa. Might is not a right. Might is not a right. Quotation. Civil society cautions government to stop brutalizing peaceful protesters. Might is not a right. BWR instructors on strike. As the president was addressing the nation yesterday, BWR instructors were on strike. They went on go slow over unpaid salaries that came and made preparation for first semester midterm examinations. So students are yet to write their first semester midterm examinations because their teachers are not paid and the teachers are on go slow. Obviously, you have no students when there are no teachers. Reducing structural bureaucracies. President Weah submits a bill seeking to amend portions of 2007 Telecommunications Act. Get yourself a copy of this paper and know what exactly the bureaucracies the government is talking about. Still on the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper, almost half of the members of the Senate not seeing a president's annual message, boycott or absenteeism, is a question. Almost. So we are talking about 29 senators because Lofa is missing one senator. Brandon Samuka is not senator. So even the Senate, the bench of the Senate is incomplete because there are 29 senators there. So Lofa does not have one senator. So we have 29 senators. But then the paper is reporting almost half of the 29 senators were missing from the president's annual message, boycott or absenteeism. The Lofa County Legislative Caucus made her decision on this considering the visit of the caucus along with the former VP JMB during the festive season. During said visit, the Lofa people cried on us to take an affirmation action. Hence, the boycott. Steve Zacko, Senator, Lofa County, where he did not stage the protest as promised, probably. So this now was transition from protestation, physical protestation, but that is appearing in person, to now boycotting. In fifth annual message, President Weah boast of better performing economy and multiple completed and ongoing projects. In fifth annual message, President Weah boasts of better performing economy and multiple completed ongoing projects. Stable and growing. All right, let me get you this particular quote from the president's speech. Despite the challenges of dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, the economy grew by 3.6% from negative 3% in 2020, and growth this year is expected to be 4.7% expected. Through increased agricultural and public investments in social compact program, in nominal value, the Liberian economy expanded by more than US 300 million in 2021. Inflation was reduced to less than 6% in November 2021 from 13.1% in December 2020. George M. Weah, President of Liberia. This is an excerpt from the President's State of the Nation address. The back page of the Front Page Africa newspaper, Center for Healthcare Education, Research, and Innovation. Let's move on to the editorial of the Front Page Africa newspaper. Hooligans must be dealt with as hooligans, not disadvantaged youth. This editorial is worth reading. I must read this at the end of the program. Hooligans must be dealt with as hooligans, not disadvantaged youth. Sometimes we misuse words in this country. We wrongly, attach words to certain areas that they do not belong. Right? For example, we said missing money. When we talk about 16 billion, say 16 billion missing. Really? Can money just get missing like that from a country? I think we should be talking about misappropriation. I think that should have been the right word or expression to use. All of us, many of us in the media, we fell prey to that particular error. But by the way, we're going to open the line shortly. Let me just bring you a few points, questions I wrote for my guest, but the guest didn't show up. They yet to show up. By the way, Mr. Charles Coffey made it clear that he would not have made it this morning because of the situation he's confronted with. So I just want to ask a few questions to the public, and we'll open the lines to hear from you quickly. And moving forward, maybe areas I may not reach to ask questions. You two can, just go on and on and on and on, talk about it. Please do not speak outside of the President's State of the Nation address. Let's stick to the President's State of the Nation address quickly before I be hearing contempt. In obeisance to what the director of radio of Sky FM said, that Princess Awagu, the program is dedicated to you. I also want to dedicate the 50-50 program this morning to you, Princess, for your dedication, for your, steadfastness in working assiduously to keeping the newsroom active, and also mentoring other young people that usually come here. We want to wish you happy birthday, Princess. You are a down-to-earth individual. Our relationship is dated way back. You're my sister, my elder sister. I respect you, anyway. I don't have to brag about respect to you. So you know that already. By the way, I hope something is ongoing right now at the house. Julius said, I want retired. I beg you, man. Retire from what? You clear your side. As far as I'm concerned, I have not retired. I'm still around. So yeah, happy birthday to you, Princess Howard. Let's quickly move on to the first question. Has the president improved yet in his presentation? Judging from his yesterday's oration, well, even though he said to us that we should not judge him by the quality of his speeches, but, by the eloquence, by the way, we should not judge him by the eloquence of his speeches, but we should judge him by the quality of his decision. So, okay, maybe that question may be out of order to ask whether he has improved in any way in terms of presentation. So, or maybe that question is not appropriate. Let me ask another question. Did you sense humanness in his recognition of the Negro Town Stampede? Humanness. Those of us who did literature will talk about mood. when someone is speaking. All right. The reason why someone will say you are arrogant, they judge you from the tone. If you're talking to somebody on the phone, the tone depicts what exactly the expression, your body language, or your mood at that moment. Those of us who have these lousy tones, we most of the time misunderstood. By the way, misunderstanding is not a crime. Someone can misunderstand you, doesn't mean you are exactly what the person say you are. So the mood, if you're looking at the person face to face and the person is speaking to you, the person is apologizing to you, for example, for something they may have done wrong. You can look at the mood of that person and determine whether that person is sincerely apologetic of what they're saying. Remember now, 11 o'clock is the time we open the lines. So I want to use the remaining 8 minutes to just adjust quickly and open the lines around our time. All right. So the person's mood, the president was talking about 29 persons, 29 of our countrymen and women losing their lives to that stampede. What exactly do you think the mood was? The mood of the president was? Was it in connection with what he was saying? Maybe that may sound trivial. I want to move on. Well, if you like, come give me latches. It's up to you. But let me move on to another person. The president thanked the legislature for its constant and consistent support to the executive's legislative programs. The cooperation resulted in the passage, according to him, in the passage and subsequent approval by the president of 23 pieces of legislation, including financing agreements, creation of regional universities, and ratification of international instruments, meaning the legislature shares whatever blame or blames the executive takes from the public, isn't it? That's a question. I'll leave it right there. Let's move on to another one. The president spoke briefly on the bicentennial, stressing unity amongst Liberians. However, the government, this is my critical take, the government, whether inadvertently or intentionally, omitted religious community from its planning initially. The government, whether by mistake or intentionally, talking about unity, talking about bicentennial. If we all recite the national anthem of the country, the Pledge of Allegiance of Liberia, if we talk about history, and we say Liberia was built on Christian principles, building an organization of Christian principles doesn't mean that organization is a Christian organization. Maybe we were wrong to have even said Christian principles. We should have said maybe religious principles. Then we could bring in, Islam, because Muslims were here at that time. Well, I don't want to delve into religiosity right now. But building an organization on Christian principles, to say that Liberia was built on Christian principles, and we are discussing bicentennial, the government, whether deliberately or inadvertently, ignored the religious community in its planning. Is that a sign? So I want to ask a question. What says that about the Weah's regime when it speaks about unity and fostering peace? Well, the government came later and apologized. I know somebody will come from that angle. The president categorically stated, number 5, the president categorically stated with confidence that the state of the economy is stable and growing, and that the state of the nation is peaceful and strong. Meaning my lady at home, Mamthila passed away, can get for herself a bag of rice in a stable economy, maybe for about 1,005. Honey, when was the last time you bought bag of rice? Did you pay 1,005? Well, I can't state. Well, that's your office. The kitchen is the office of a lady, so I don't know how much she pays for bag of rice. But the economy, by the way, the government says, the president says, it is stable and it is growing. So growth in the economy. I do not want to act like I'm smart and I know it all. I'm approaching 11 o'clock. Very soon, open the lines. I don't want to act like I'm smart and I know it all, even though there is now a ubiquity of knowledge that one can just log into the social media and get information, but you should be able to decipher the information you're gathering from the social media to know which is what, how to use the content you're gathering. So yes, despite there's a ubiquity of knowledge, I want to repeat that, you can now log on the internet and Just get for yourself information, whatever information you may need, but it depends on your understanding and your ability to decipher the information and know exactly which is what and how to use this information. So yes, if the economy is growing, whether you are an economic expert or not, you can easily trace that, right? Well, that is your question to answer. Is the economy growing? Well, it's up to you. No, the lines are not open yet. We have 4 more minutes. Let's follow the rules of the program. Okay, I just want to connect this one quickly. The president said of this amount. First, let me go back. Quickly. So I had to wake up 2 o'clock this morning to read a speech. Not entirely, but the president's speech cannot be discussed in a day's time. So you may just take me to another areas. In 2021, the government revenue collection and expenditure. In 2021, the government collected 4.6. 2021. In 2020, it dropped to 653.9 million US dollars. Decrease is attributed to more international COVID-related funding that was received in calendar year 2020. Of the amount, by the way, the president said, domestic taxes were 577 million US dollars, and external resources received from development partners were 68 million US dollars. The last fiscal year recorded the highest level of domestic revenue performance since the end of the civil conflict. One of the things I noticed in the president's speech is this display of megalomania. Yesterday when we were listening to radios and we were hearing, great people on the radio, one of my mentors is still on the air, Raymond Zabe. We were taking our copybooks and writing phrases as they were speaking English. So today now we are being lashed out. We that are new broadcasters, we are being lashed out because we have no interest in the English language. We must give it some attention. When I talk about megalomania is the display of boastfulness by a leader, whether he's actually achieving that or not. What to say, for example, the president says he's the best president in the Republic of Liberia. Display of megalomania, boastfulness. It can also be attributed to some level of subtle arrogance. All right, that in the sense the end of this word, the end of the civil conflict in Liberia, this particular the last fiscal year recorded the highest level of domestic revenue performance since the end of the civil conflict. I am not an economist. Those of you who are economists, can you please help us this morning when you're calling to trace this information the president provided, at least connected with the current reality? Number 7, quickly. The president boasted that government yielded to ECOWAS encouragement to reverse its fiscal calendar. But he could not say that what government has done so far in adhering to the same ECOWAS regarding former Associate Justice Kabina Jane's case. Remember, former Associate Justice Kabina Jane took his matter to the ECOWAS court. The ECOWAS court gave the government some recommendations. The Solicitor General of the Republic of Liberia came out and outrightly said that the government is not going to adhere to that. The ECOWAS court does not have the authority to dictate to the government, a sovereign nation, what to do. If I'm quoting him wrong, please correct me. But this is the same ECOWAS body that is suggesting you have to work on your fiscal budget and all of that. Maybe the government agreed to adhere to this one because it has to do with finance. Isn't that something that one may ponder over? The government is still, at this moment, beating around the bush, or a linguistic would say, pussyfooting about this issue. It's 11 o'clock. I cannot continue on going on and on and on to state some of the things. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll open the lines to hear from you. You have all the concerns, you can raise them. Let's stick directly to the president's State of the Nation address. This is 50-50 on Sky 107. I'm Matthias Larbeindee.
Hey, yo. What's up back on me, LIB, man?
T-Brush, that you? Hey. Good to hear from you, man. I'm surprised because most of you keep hearing from you when you go to America.
Come on, man. I told you I'll make the difference, girl. By the way, I need to send you some cash, but heard that the banks are closed today in LIB.
You sleepy? That bro come to another level. You can send your script to my phone.
Receive money from your family and friends in the US directly into your Orange Money wallet. Yes, you heard me right. Tell your loved ones to download the BNB or Small World money transfer apps or visit their websites to begin transferring. Visit www.orange.com.lr for more information. Free for sender until 30th November.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Hey guys, I got good news for y'all. Who wants y'all to watch everything conversation?
Me.
Bobo, you, Manneh, she over there.
Great news for all football lovers. Use Orange Money to cash in, cash out, and stand a chance to win cash, devices, or a ticket to the AFCON final. Yes, you heard me right. All this plus many other prizes. Dial *154# to begin transacting. First prize, all expense paid trip to watch the AFCON finals, plus promotional materials. Second prize, luxury 4G smartphone, plus promotional materials. Third prize, $100 cash, plus promotional materials.
Nipa, I'm interested in the device or cash if you win, yeah.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317 or 0886 553317 or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
That's right. Welcome back to 5050 on Sky 107.1. You're listening to Sky FM, by the way. Today is the 25th of January 2021. I'm here alone, Matthias, Larbeindee. And unfortunately, we could not get any of our guests in the studio this morning. But you know what? I'm enjoying the conversation already because I'm sensing the euphoria from the public that everyone, to some extent wants to participate. Those of you out there on the social media are already dropping their comments. The comments are trooping in. And continue on. Share the live with somebody and join the conversation. And let's take the first person on the line. The numbers, by the way, are pinging on our social media.
Hello.
Let's hear you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Matthias.
Good morning, sir. Fine. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead.
Matthias, thanks for the show. I really appreciate. One person I really admire when it comes to the landscape of our journalism, right? I really admire your input, what you bring to the discussion as well. But Matthias, to be honest with you, all the things you outline, more especially looking at
you didn't mention your name, sir. You didn't mention your name, sir.
Analyze the entire speech. There's no difficulty. Depending on the challenges. So everything is sorted. It's not a reality.
That's why I mentioned megalomania, because a leader who displays that doesn't care less. He cares less, by the way, to tell you that these are my errors. These are my mistakes. These are my, shortcomings. Everyone is associated with problems every day. By the way, thanks for your contribution, brother. Let's move on to another person. Call us on the numbers 0777 221 are the numbers you can call us on to participate. If you're there also overseas, you can join us on WhatsApp. Julius is going to pick your call and put you through. Let's hear from another person. Call us on those numbers 0777 107 221 are the numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this morning. This is 50-50 on Sky 107.1. And we are looking at the president's State of the Nation address. What is your takeaway from it? What's your take, by the way? What exactly do you make of what the president said yesterday? Did he repeat some things? Let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yes, I'm Lord Timaya, speaking from Benson, Snapper Hill.
Hey, Mr. Kimaya, go ahead, sir. Make your point.
Yeah, happy birthday to Princess. Anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah. I gathered some other things from the president. He said that we have a stable economy, and I dissent over that. Because our economy is struggling seriously. If we have a stable economy, production and investors will be coming in. There is a free port that is excessively charging the importers, and the importers are struggling over that. If the government wants to have a stable economy, I think they should work at the Buchanan port there so that there can be a massive competition against the free port management. But they are excessively charging people there, and importers are struggling over that. Then the goods are becoming very expensive for we, the consumers. And that's what the government needs to work on. I dissent over what the president has said, that the economy is stable. The economy is not stable. Even we who are receiving much from the income earners, if the economy is stable, then the government should be able to pay all ministers at one time. And they're not able to do that. The second thing he said that we will be able to connect coastal highways. It's good, like quoting it in the sugar side of it, but in the deliverables, we have seriously on the material used to connect the coastal highways, like the southeast, where they
Oh, Mr. Kimaya left the line. Mr. Kimaya, you can better say you two call us on the numbers 0777 107 221 the numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this morning. We are looking at dissecting the president's speech. Well, we didn't do that entirely because many of you are out there and you want to participate, so we could not go on and on and on and on and list some of the things in the speech. But you can join us also on social media and drop your comments. Let's hear from this person on the line as well. Call us on the numbers 0777 107. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Matthias Larbeindee.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Andrew Moses is my name.
Mr. Moses, go ahead.
I'm phoning in on the office of the International Alliance on the Japan Freeway.
Go ahead, sir.
Let me appreciate the president for being well articulate yesterday. The president was very salient, and I think everywhere many Liberians should applaud him. The president said several good things, but I captured one. When the president spoke, he was speaking to the consciences of all legislative caucus heads that today at the Sandra Kayando Sport Complex, they should go and receive 10 motorbike each, 2 pickers, and 1 ammunition for each county. And Matthias, this is unprecedented. That have never happened before. But seeing the kind of a president who want to put smiles on the faces of the chief and elders, I think is welcoming. And some of the senators that boycotted the State of the Nation address, I think they need to go there and receive this action. Because when they refuse to go for this action, the chief and elder are going to go against them. The people of their country, their constituents, going to go against. So they need to go and receive this action from the president so that the chief can be able to commute from one place to another.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Matthias Larbeindee.
Thanks for your contribution on the program this morning. That's the beauty of liberal democracy. Let's give people the chance to speak their minds. And that's why I said, you tell us exactly what you make of the president's speech. We were just making some points, pulling out some points, directly from the president's speech. But that doesn't mean that we're going to stop you from saying what you make of the president's speech. Call us in the numbers 0777 0221 the numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this morning. This is 50-50 on Sky 107.1. Let's hear from this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let's hear you.
I'm James Sofer, calling from Mount Parkway.
Let's hear you, James.
I want to say this on to our Liberian people. Thank you for the show on discussion this morning.
Go ahead.
You see, our country these days, we are really suffering on prices. Our president, His Excellency George Manneh, Weah said that there is decrease in prices, which of course, when you go ask a beg or president, they will tell you 2005, 2119, and which of course is not helping the Liberian. The only thing that our president is doing for us is that he's doing the road construction. That is the only bread and butter we see in Liberia.
Okay, thanks for your contribution on the program this morning. Let's move on to another person. Call us on 0777 0221 the numbers you can call us on to participate. You can also drop your comments. We're going to read them out, to the public subsequently as the program continues. We have to take another break. When we come back, we're going to continue. But before that, let's continue having a conversation with you. Call us on those numbers 0777 107 0777 221 Let's hear from this other person on the line. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, young brother Matthias.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Okay. Firstly, let me commend the president for his excellent speech yesterday. His speech was brilliant and it was very splendid.
Your name is?
I'm Sam Weah, and I speak on this on the Freeport of Monrovia.
Go ahead, Mr. Weah.
Okay. Firstly, like why you are saying, the president tested everywhere. For why you said the president should say that, they were where I fall short, and then you coming to the public to say that. I think you're very primitive. The president said
I didn't understand. I didn't understand that, sir. You have to be clear. Then primitive. Yeah, that's a strong word, but yes, make your point clear. What did you say? Can you go back?
Come here. I will get there. If you listen to the president speak well, the president said with all of the disadvantages we are faced with. So it is in the confine of what you are saying, your point you check down. Understand? Hello?
I'm not still connecting to what you're saying. But anyway, go ahead, make your point, sir. Just conclude.
Yes, the president touches everywhere, yes, but even the disadvantages we talk about it. Wherein he said that we call the disadvantages the same way, the COVID-19. He was speaking from where he usually talk for. He understands not everything he's doing well. He said concerning the road project and even the minimal building is for the children pig and all of things. He said that they were not going to be 3 months. But now with the constraint, he cannot make it 3 months. So it's progress.
Okay.
So he sent it everywhere.
Thank you. Thanks for your contribution, my brother. Let's move on to another person. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear brother.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
My name is Roosevelt Faso Banks, and I phone you from Browville.
Let's hear you, Mr. Banks.
Yeah, let me appreciate the president for exercising his constitutional duty according to Article 58 of the Liberian Constitution. But I believe that the speech by the president was marred by deception in some ways.
Go ahead, make your point, sir.
Let me just come to a few. One, the president talked about corruption, for which it is not real. Because if the
corruption
president
in what context? Corruption in what context you mean?
that they are fighting corruption,
Okay.
for which he has some of his officials and the cronies that are around him who are highly corrupt, and he still keeps them within his vicinity.
That is also a perception from your end too, to say that the officials of government are corrupt. What are the facts?
Let's go to the water and sewer. This brother have been indicted before, but due to his relationship with the president, he was then vindicated, and there's still issue to be discussed about him being corrupt. So that just one. Yeah. Let me come to the rule of law. He said they are respecters of the rule of law, for which it is far-fetched. Let's get at the Ministry of Justice. The Solicitor General not respecting the Minister of Justice, the President himself not respecting the rule of law in the country, and a whole lot of things. So I look at the rule of law to be something that they don't respect at all.
All right, Mr. Benz. Yeah, Mr. Benz. Yes, conclude on that, sir.
Okay, let me conclude. You know, he's also said that he remained open to women participation, for which is not true. Let me get you back to 2020. You know that all the candidates that CDC fielded in the election were all male. So what's the respect for women participation? So let the president come to the table or come to the discourse with something real that we, the Liberian people, can follow him and give him some pat on the back.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. Let's move on to another person. Call us on the numbers 02. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
No, my name is Joe Momba. I'm calling from Nikutown.
Mr. Morba, go ahead.
First of all, I would like to get the public this information. I want us to be thankful and grateful to Shad County. He came and paid for all the dead bodies, to not bodies, dead bodies in the funeral home. If you bury your dead, he will pay your reward. For his second one, another millennial one. He paid for everybody. That's the first move he did, and he left that thing there. Secondly, the president's speech, we didn't hear about the much talk about Coastal Road and the Party Island project. That's what the speech was not bad.
Okay, thank you. Those are your observations. Jonas, what do you think? Okay, let's take a few more calls and quickly. Can we take a break? Yeah, we're taking our third break. When we come back, we take comments from the social media users, and if necessary, we respond to some of the concerns that people have with me directly. And lastly, we're going to read the editorial today from the Front Page African newspaper. We want to do everything to end within a confines of the time, the stipulated time. You're listening to 50/50 on Sky 107.1. We'll be right back after this break.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage Head Office on 0777 553317 or 0886 553317 or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Hey y'all, what's up back homie LIB man?
T-Brush, that you? Hey, go to your when you man. I'm surprised. You gonna go to your kid for your friend when you go to America.
Come on man, I told you I'll make the difference girl. By the way, I need to send you some cash but heard that the banks are closed today in LIB.
You sleeping? That bro going to another level. You can see the script on my phone.
Receive money from your family and friends in the US directly into your Orange Money wallet. Yes, you heard me right. Tell your loved ones to download the BNB or Small World money transfer apps or visit their websites to begin transferring. Visit www.orange.com.lr for more information. Free for sender until 30th November.
Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
To watch everything conversation. Me. Okay. Bobo, you take her money to pay for the things I got for my honey. She over there. Amos, send money to my phone fast. Send for rent about you.
Great news for all football lovers. Use Orange Money to cash in or cash out and stand a chance to win cash, devices, or a ticket to the AFCON final. Yes, you heard me right. All this plus many other prizes. Dial *154# to begin transacting. First prize, all expense paid trip to watch the AFCON finals, plus promotional materials. Second prize, luxury 4G smartphone, plus promotional materials. Third prize, $100 cash, plus promotional materials.
Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Welcome back to 50/50 on Sky 107.1. And we're here today. Today is the 25th of January 2021. We're looking at the State of the Nation address. We just pulled our few points from it and left the rest with you, the public, to also join the conversation. Some call in, some drop their comments on social media. We're about to join Studio 2 now to read our comments for us. But we also want to apologize to you again on behalf of management for the poor performance of the internet this morning. Our connection is really poor, and we're seeing how you people are feeling devastated by that. We hope that management can work on this, internet issue, this connection issue, so that we can be able to reach out as many people as possible. Because I know some of you were trooping in to be live to also follow the conversation, but you could not continue bearing the condition of the internet, and you had to leave. Let's hear from Julius now to give us comments from our social media users.
Okay, thank you, Matthias. Let's first and foremost start with Weah Brown, who said, "Good morning, Matthias. My take about the SONA is inability of the president after 4 years into his administration to talk about job creation. Thousands of Liberians are struggling to make ends meet because of the lack of job opportunities. What's going on? Is the president telling us that 6 years will come and go without creating 20,000 jobs he promised in the private sector?" Let's go to Trocon M. Williams. Say, "Good morning, Sky. I wonder if Mr. Weah thinks everybody in Liberia or in the country are stupid. He took over the economy with 4.5%. After 4 years, he is telling us that the country economic growth is making progress by 4.5%. Are you kidding me? Only seditions can bar that trash core speech." Koke Dolo said, "So the kitchen belongs to women? Ridiculous. You need to apologize to women in Liberia and the word. I think she's referring to what you said, yo. And let's go to Joshua Kamazakpaga, who say, I'm completely disappointed in President George Manneh we are today. In his State of the Nation address, Sunan, he didn't tell us where funding collected from the CTN progressing at the Freeport of Monrovia and the COVID-19 testing fee at RRA that are not reflected in our national budget. Nothing tangible was said on security, health, education, and agriculture. President George Manneh Weah was wasted. No, I don't want to go that route. Let's come to Sila Ifana, who says, good morning, Sky. Please do something. He said, please do something. Please, something need to be done with your internet. It's really embarrassing for your viewers. Of course, we take note of that. Thank you very much. Sila Ifwana. Alison Ross said, good morning to 50-50 family. I am not surprised of President Weah poor performances. He still cannot read and pronounce well. The longest serving or longest speech with less message and plenty fake promises. A big cheering squad accompanied him. The economy is strong and stable. Let's come to Ezekiel Dologbe. He said, good morning, Sky FM, following from Quebec Clinic. Aaron Washington said, good morning, Sky FM. I'm watching from my office on 19th Street in Cinco. Anyway, Liberian people need to make a decision 2023 for this president to leave for the betterment of our country. Back to you, Matthias, for the continuation of the program 50-50.
Thank you so much, Julius. With 3 minutes left, we see whether we can make good use of the time left to read this editorial. I'm told it's a repeat editorial in the Front Page Africa newspaper. Today's edition is again, it's repeated. It was in the paper yesterday, and it's also in it with the title "Hooligans Must Be Dealt With as Hooligans, Not Disadvantaged Youth." This is important for us to read this, and we all maybe can take precaution on how to deal with these hooligans, the people we consider disadvantaged youth. Well, quickly, on a personal note, all the issues highlighted, issues that Liberians have with the economy, with the president, so it's not my responsibility to respond to them. But for the lady who took offense for what I said when I mentioned kitchen, when we are pushing responsibilities, and so I think this modernity and this Western education is to some extent infiltrating our minds, so much so that people take offense even when they are told the truth. By saying that a lady buys rice and puts in the house, there's some guys who will do everything. They go down to the market and purchase everything. If you are the one doing everything in the home, what will be the woman's responsibility then? I'm not by saying that mentioning kitchen doesn't mean that it is solely the woman's duty to be in the kitchen all of the time. So when I go to cook sometime to prepare something for my family, it doesn't mean that I'm the kitchen guy. So in a way, that's your mind. That's how you see it. I didn't say in a condescending manner. So requesting an apology, we're quick to request an apology these days in our society, that every little thing somebody seeks apology. Sometimes some of the apologies you get are not even genuine. So my sister, there's no need to apologize here. I don't know why you need it, but yeah, I am a guy that I love women. I got sisters and I respect them a lot. Don't make issue out of this. If you get to know me personally, I'm very sure you know that. Well, I think I just, picked Matthias's, bones that morning. Yeah. So yeah. Sorry if you took offense. You personally took offense, but I don't think mentioning kitchen means that women belong in the kitchen solely. In fact, if I'm educating my daughters, why should I give them education? In fact, if I'm saying that it should be in the kitchen, I should just keep them home to learn how to cook and eat. All right. But let's move on to the editorial this morning. Hooligans must be dealt with as hooligans, not disadvantaged youth. It is about time we cease finding justification for the able-bodied young men and young women who, for whatsoever reason, have chosen not to make themselves useful to society, rather a menace. We have often called them disadvantaged youth. The question is, are they really disadvantaged? Most of these youngsters who have turned to addicts, pickpockets, armed robbers, etc., are from well-off families that are willing to help and see them through in life. But they have rather chosen the streets instead a proper home upbringing, and now they have become embarrassments to their families. We cannot continue to blame their presence on the streets as a result of the war. No, while we cannot deny the existence of the remnants of the war, we as a nation have moved away positively from many of those remnants. Many citizens, community members, and pedestrians have fallen prey to these hoodlums who sometimes not only take away valuables but also leave a lasting scar on their victims. They have made our streets and communities insecure, causing community members to live in fear, afraid to move about at night. This is not ideal for us as a country. This is not good for our national security. This is why we believe that the Nuclear Town incident that led to the death of 29 people, including innocent children, should serve as a wake-up call to deal with this situation. Our national security would continue to be at stake as long as these hooligans continue to roam our streets and communities unchecked. The Liberian National Police and the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency have to work their fingers to the bone to curtail this menace. The presence of these security apparatus must be felt in our communities. What's even more troubling for most community members is that even when these hoodlums are arrested for crimes committed, tried, and sentenced, in no time they are seen back in the communities and their complainants become targets. This is why our justice system needs to beef up its game and ensure that inmates don't leave their facilities more hiding than before, rather refined and ready to fit into society. This is why the government, as part of its youth program, invests into rehabilitation centers so that when these young folks are taken off the streets, they can go through a period of rehabilitation to enable them to adequately fit into society. My name is Matthias Larbeindee. Thanks for joining us this morning on the program 50/50. We appreciate all of you who are calling, and or those of you who also drop your comments. We take your concern. Management is duly listening. And do join us tomorrow for another interesting edition of the program 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Have yourselves a wonderful day.